We ask this of all our guests. What drives you to do what you do? I mean, you didn't have to start your own company, for example.
Well, it's kind of interesting because that question, it's such a simple question, but it's really, I think, kind of loaded. And for me, what I always want to do is to be able to wake up in the morning and know, first of all, what you're going to do, but also to be productive and contribute something, whether that's to a client, to a nonprofit, to an individual or something, but just to be able to know that you're doing something and that you're making a difference.
Okay. Whom do you credit most influential in your life? It can be more than one person. It can be professional or personal.
There are a couple. I would have to say, from the family standpoint, I've been incredibly fortunate to have a number of family members, both immediate and extended, who have been supportive of me and really sort of served as mentors from about the time that I was probably a child, and the first of which would be my great aunt Sally Brown, who really encouraged all of her grandchildren, nieces, nephews, to really get involved, but also to take an interest and to really take responsibility for the community that you're in. My father, who is no longer living, was incredible as far as I think really giving us a strong work ethic and having both my brother, my sister, and me to treat people well, but to also take responsibility and to give back. My mother has been very good about making sure that while we give back, take responsibility and that sort of thing, that we don't get taken advantage of. And she's really been a great role model as far as being a strong woman. And my father was wonderful about from the standpoint of having two daughters, to really kind of make it so that we would be self-sufficient and not have to rely on others to sort of make our way in the world. And then from an academic standpoint, I had a wonderful advisor in college who was really, she was wonderful about emphasizing the fact that even though you're not going to get the best grade in something, that you really should always go the difficult route, because in the end you've earned something going the difficult route. Even if in the end it's not what you wanted, you at least have the satisfaction of knowing that you've worked to get to that point and that you've earned it, and to take pride in what you've earned. And really, from that standpoint, it's been good as far as instilling a positive work ethic. And then I've had some great bosses along the way who've really been tremendous from a professional standpoint, as far as just sort of teaching me about how to work with others, but also how to get the most from others, but also in working with clients, just what's the best practices. And in particular, I look back to Dan Burgess, who was my boss at Doe Anderson, who was just fantastic as far as I'm one of the PR folks who did not have a professional journalism background. You know, I've certainly taught it in graduate school, but as far as having that experience, I didn't have it, and Dan was wonderful about kind of teaching me the journalistic methods and really to think like a journalist. So
you've had a village, as they say,
I've
of
had
people.
a village, yeah. And
that's a great answer, because most people it's one, maybe two people.
No, I've had a
few.
village, and the nice part about it is that it's kind of hard to screw up, because if you do, you've always got other folks who are looking over your shoulder to tell you that you've screwed up.
That's great. That's a good point.